What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we have a new meta deck that I've been absolutely dominating with in Grand Challenges now that I'm down to the final version. And here it is. It's actually, so the thumbnail I had Hunter and Lumberjack, because if you take the old Golem deck that had Ghost in it with Hut and then put in Lumberjack, that deck's so great. Very easy to use. That's what I thought maybe I would use in this video. And then also, decks kind of like this, I'm still working on this. I don't know if this would be the final version, but decks like this are really good. But oh my god, I saw someone else playing 3 Musk with Hut, and I started thinking, and I was like, well, ZAPPIES kind of works with it because it's a poison bait. And then I'm like, why don't, and then I played that version and did terrible and was like, I don't know, this feels kind of bad. But I'm like, early game, I'm just sitting back and not doing anything anyway. I don't want to play 3 Musk early game, so why don't I just put a Goblin Hut and Elixir Collector in the same deck and then just have cards that protect Pump really well. And I went through a couple versions, but I'm currently 10-0 with this deck. We're going to go through some of the replays first, and then you can see where I kind of adapted it early on. I tried this, that didn't work as well, and then I guards, and then, yeah, and then I finally came on this version. But look at these wins. 20-win player, 100,000 cards to 1. Expo, which should be a counter. Not as good of a player, but yeah. And then I beaten Bridge Spam both times I played it. And then this deck looks like it could be tough. And then this matchup looks like it could be tough as well. Another 20 wins players with 140,000 cards won. Jordic is a pro player for Movie Stars Riders, and I believe he stole my deck after I beat him with it. Yes, he did. He put a Lumberjack in for, what did he take out? Oh, Miner. That kind of makes sense, actually. That could be good as well. But I like Miner. I may try that version later, though. And then another 21 player with this deck. So lots of really good competition, and I have yet to lose with it. Let's start off versus Jordic. He has it looks like a counter. Like, I don't know about the Zappies in that deck. That's like a new addition, but he has the Miner for the pumps, the Poison for like everything in my deck that it gets value against, and then the Mega Knight for the Musketeers. So it looks like it should be a counter, but this deck is just so good. Like, I thought of it and I was like, this is kind of cheesy, and then I played it. Oh, the start was also really good for me. He thought I would defend it, but little does he know that he played his Poison and his Miner, and I get the pump for completely free. But yeah, that's a play that I go for a lot. You put the Miner on the tower instead of going on the Goblin Hut, and you poison the area and hope to get value. But decide not to do that. Here, I'm going to take a little bit of damage. I'm just going to split the Goblin Game in the bag and then zap that. Damage is about equal on both sides, and as you can see, I'm getting a massive Elixir lead. He decides to split his Zappies to keep from taking too much damage. I do the same, just to equalize on both sides, and I'm trying to cycle back, get another Hut down, and get another Pump down. The early game is all about getting Huts and Pumps down. You never want to play 3 Musketeers early game. That's only once you get a huge lead. I'm just going to kind of let him do what he wants, and then react to what he plays. Oh, I have a lot of Elixir, so I end up playing the Pump there. I'm going to distract this Mega Knight bottom left corner, and then go Goblin Gang to kill the Mega Knight, and to also distract the Inferno Dragon. That worked out really well, because he decided to go aggressive instead of going Miner. And then going to get my Zappies down. I believe, yeah, I decided not to zap here because Zappies may get enough damage. And I'm getting such an Elixir lead. I have 2 pumps and an Elixir, and Zappies down, and a Goblin Hut, and we're the same Elixir. I end up stacking the Huts like this. I think this is the ideal way to do it, because I think this is like the game where I finally learned how to play exactly how I wanted to. And he has Miner, so I'm okay with him activating King Tower. I get another pump down. And I believe this is where I should finally play 3 Musketeers here. Poison's out of rotation. I have a pump down. I have a Goblin Hut down. And it's about to hit double Elixir time. This is where I can finally play my 3 Musketeers. I think I maybe should have played them other side, but I didn't really, maybe not, because I don't want the Mega Knight going into the side with the pump and then getting a Miner on it and everything. So I think this is fine. And then, yeah, usually if they have Mega Knight, you want to stack the left side. So if they Mega Knight the right side, you're able to get through there. My zap could have been a little bit better. Here I decide, I surround the Mega Knight, and then I put a Knight down to distract it. My left side push is still going. It wasn't terrible. It was decent. And then here I go Zappies to stop that. And then what I should have done there is I should have pumped again on the right side. Especially when they don't, especially with King Tower activated, I'm no threat of like losing immediately. So yeah, should have pumped already, but I end up using it there. Now he doesn't have poison, so that's still okay. I decide to go there. That's a good zap for me. And then just go Goblin Gang there, and I blocked it with Knight. So I think I should have, well, I wanted to kill the Mega Knight and then make sure the Zappies ended up dying. I had to try to distract a little bit there, and see, this is where Zappy's buff just helps so much, taking out like air troops. I mean, that's a huge buff obviously, and they end up being very useful in this deck. So we're gonna go ahead and get another pump down. I did it on the right side because I don't want him to poison my left tower. Now if he does poison my left tower, he's not gonna get the pump. And then now I decide to go Musketeers on the left side. If he poisons, he won't get my pump or my hut. It's just all about like distributing correctly. Here, going Goblin Gang to help take out those Zappies. Musketeers doing great. And Zappies are really good at countering both Royal Ghost and Mega Knight if they only, because it only hits one at the time in the front, and they're actually really good at distracting it and letting everything else kill it. So now I'm gonna go high Musketeers. I did this on purpose because I wanted him to save Mega Knight for the right side. He ends up not waiting, which is fine too, because now I know he's low on elixir, so I just spam the living crap out of the left side. I said good game because Mega Knight out of cycle meant that that was going to connect for sure. And it ends up connecting, and the game really wasn't even that close. And he had a deck that absolutely looks like a hard counter. So yeah, that was very good. And that was the game where I was like, wow, this is actually a really good deck. And then, let's see, what are we going to look at? And then we'll go for this guy. He was really good too. Or he's a good player based on his stats. I really don't like starting pump, so I let him go first, and then I just wait. You wanna bait out a poison before you ever play your pump. So I end up going Zappies here, and this is like the perfect scenario as well, is him going offensive and then using his poison on your Zappies, because that's like the worst thing he can poison in my deck. Right here, I see the flying machine, so I go down with the pump, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the flying machine equalize the damage on the left side, not even worry about killing it, and then put down the Goblin Hut so that it helps kill it, but so that the Goblin Hut doesn't take any damage. So now, I'm so far up. I have a Goblin Hut and an Elixir Collector on the field. It's all about Elixir management with this deck, and then getting ahead and then making big pushes and double overtime. Oh, so right there, he uses Log, so I instantly go with Minor Goblin Gang right side. I pressure him, and at the same time, I'm cycling back to the things I want. I don't want to have to play those 3 Musketeers until late game, so I cycle back, and I have my my other... I use my support troops there, and I cycle back to my pump and my Goblin Hut. He ends up poisoning a pump this time, but now I'm able to go Goblin Hut, poison out a cycle. Oh, and I'm playing Goblin Hut at this tile so that it pulls Hog from both sides, playing it one higher than I normally would. And now I know poison is still out of rotation, and I'm up so much elixir, so I'm going to go ahead and play the 3 Musketeers in the back as we hit double elixir. And he knows I believe he says like good luck, good game, yeah, because he knows he knows he's so behind. This deck is nuts. And then we're going to go with the pressure on the right side, Goblin Gang, as soon as he uses the Log on the left side. Valiant defense by him, but Log out of rotation means I can punish hard. I go zap onto those skeletons, and the Goblin Gang and the Musketeer will connect, and he will not be able to stop it. And that's basically the game. I just defend from there on out. So, we are 10-0. Hopefully I don't disappoint on camera. Let's see if I can play the deck like I've been playing it off screen. But regardless, this deck is just so good. Always start Hut if you can. That is the perfect starting play, especially when Elixir Collector is in hand. Alright, so we get that down. Good luck. We get that down, and then he goes with Knight. We're going to put our Knight closer to our Hut than we normally would because we want him to poison it. Or fireball it, or whatever his big spell is. He decides not to. I don't know what his deck is. That's aggressive from him. Both his spells out of rotation. Let's go with the Goblin Gang. Yeah, his Tornado too. This could be a tough matchup. I'm assuming this is probably Golem. Why would he have Knight though? No, this is Graveyard. Absolutely Graveyard. I should win this, even with King Tower activated. Good Knight in the back. Be safe. Hopefully he graveyards on this push and then I get a lot of Three Musketeer defensive value. Actually, we'll just go with the Zappies in the back, no poison or rotation. Goblin Gang. Give the Ice Wiz some trouble. Ooh, this, ooh, that's fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. That baby dragon will go down. Yep, there it is. Oh, yes, let's go. He thought I was going to put down like Goblin Gang or something. This is perfect. Oh, he logged it. Yes, let's go. He's gonna tornado, but it's gonna be too late. Let's go. 3 must connect. That is destruction. Alright. We just need to chip that tower away. Left side's getting some pressure on it too. Just being safe there. He'll poison the right side, but that's okay. Log out of rotation. A little bit closer than it should have been at the end, but we ended up winning. Not bad at all. Not bad. I mean, the real problem there was he had the triple spell is the difficult part, because I mean it's 3 Musketeers, he has Tornado, he has a lot of splash. Tombstone actually gives us kind of some problems too, because we don't have a log, but end up winning. King Tower activated early, makes it hard to get minor chip, but still a win. And I definitely could have played that a little bit better. Took a little bit too much damage on the graveyards. And that was a very good opponent as well. Don't want to start with the pump. We're going to hold Knight here. Alright. Good start. I like it a lot. Didn't want to let him jump, but oh well. Not as good a start. Alright, so Mega Knight, Spell Bait, Log Bait. This could be a difficult matchup because I don't have a ton of counters to Goblin Barrel. Like, I'm actually screwed right here. I'm gonna have to like Goblin Hut into like a Zap or something if he Goblin Barrels. That would have been really tough actually. I will say I don't think he has a big spell, so this could be okay. Target the tower. Okay, there we go. She'll die to that. So we need to not play that Goblin high because we don't want to get it to get pounced on by MKs in the future. He'll be pressured by those Zappies. I need to save Goblin Gang for Goblin Barrels as well. That'll be nice. Yeah, dang. I had to use it though. Wow.
Let's go.
I knew he was gonna do, but still.
Gotcha. Bullseye.
Thought I could out-rotate it, man. That's tough. That's obviously a hard counter, but I think I can win that if I play a little bit better. He doesn't have a big spell, so it's really all about, yeah, the Mega Knight Zap Bait deck. Spell Bait, or Log Bait, rather. I don't have a log, so that's tough. But I still think that's winnable. I just got, I'm going to have to try that Lumberjack version out too, but this like deck core is really good. I do like Miner though too, but we'll have to try that out later. I'm going to continue using this version. That was difficult, but I think if I would have done a better job of defending my pumps, it's really just the problem was taking out Mega Knights. Maybe I should have gone a little bit earlier on the 3 musts. And I needed to split them. You can't put them in the same lane. I thought I could out-rotate, but I didn't, and he got so much value. Alright, so we're just going to wait. We'll let that go by. See what he does. I don't really like my starting hand, but this is fine. That's that value. Probably playing Bridge Spam from how he's playing. I'll just go ahead and play Pum. He'll poison it. That's fine. Okay. Go with the Goblin Gang Miner. Yeah, he had to overcommit so hard for that. So even though I didn't get like a ton of damage, like Elixir is just really nice for me after that. Played Goblin Hut a little bit higher so it'll pull from both sides, and he apparently has a short memory because he decides to poison my Goblin Hut. He's letting me get that Elixir Collector down. He'll go Battle Ram once I play this, but the Goblin Hut will pull it, so it's not really a problem. And we have Zappies to help take out the Battle Ram. And he decides that he doesn't need his log anymore, so we'll go ahead and take advantage of that. Ooh, that is a pretty nice poison by him. All right. It is out of rotation now, though, so we'll get a Hut Up and a Elixir Collector. Not really scared of a P.E.K.K.A. We're gonna give him the poison onto our Zappies and our Goblin Hut. That'll pull. And then we're going to 3 Musketeers over here. Yep. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Go Knight right here. We'll go. We don't want him to get his log down. And then we're going to go Zappies because he's going to play P.E.K.K.A. And then we're going to Zap. Alright. His log's out of rotation. We know that. He cycled 1 card. we're gonna go and go with it. Alright, we're gonna go 3 Musketeers in the back. Questionable. Alright. We're doing good. Start getting some minor chip. He's being really aggressive. Let's get another 3 Mus down in the back. I mean, we're just prioritizing minor chip on the right side, basically. At this point. Dun, 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 dun. While also, like, having pressure that he has to deal with on the left side. It's actually a pretty decent value Goblin Hut. We don't want to rush here and just start spamming at the bridge. That's the way you lose this. So we'll go 3 Musk at the back. We'll pressure the left side a little bit more this time since it obviously is getting low. We'll go Zappies. We'll zap this. He's getting pressure on the left side. He has to use Battle Ram. That was not supposed to be Goblin Hut. I'm just styling on him. That's what it is. All right. I meant to play Goblin Gang, but this is actually fine. Oh crap! Oh yeah, it is. Gotta make sure I don't draw a low. All right, let's not rush this. We need that miner to absolutely connect. So. Oh, what a beautiful... Oh, but we got the left side. Well played by that dude. Well played. But this deck is just really strong, man. I fully expect this to be in the meta. And I'm not sure I want it to be in the meta because this deck is going to be terrible to play against. But yeah, this deck is like really strong, I think. Because I've never played it before, and I won 12 wins against it. Against, like, legitimate counters. Like, decks that, like, on paper, when you see the deck compositions, they do not look favorable for me. So, I think I need to... I noticed he had no big spell, so what I need to do in that matchup is I need to just stack pumps. And then maybe save Goblin Gang for the Goblin Barrel. But... the Mega Knight is the problem in that deck, and that was a really good player. Yeah, I could tell. So he played that basically perfectly. But I think if I could redo the matchup, I could do it a little bit better next time. But otherwise, I mean, like the Mega Knights and the Tornado 4-spell decks, like those are nice wins. We got 12 wins with it. Yeah, like I said, the other decks that you can use are like the Golem deck with Lumberjack put in. This is another experimental deck. I haven't tested it yet that I saw some other pro players using. This deck good as well, but hope you guys enjoy using this deck. It seems really good. I went 12-1 with it, and I literally just made it like an hour ago. So thank you for watching, and have a good day.